Welcome back to another one of my Red Dead Redemption 2 videos. Today we're going to be taking a look at some secrets within the world of the game. If you end up enjoying the video today, a like and a subscribe are always welcome, as it only does take a second out of your day to make mine. But the first mystery we're going to take a look at is a shrunken head sitting in the swamp area of Lemoyne. It's a bizarre little rare collectible thing you can find out here, but I think that what makes it really weird is the fact that you have to shoot something open to get to it. You have to come to this area in the world and walk into this little shack here. And obviously it looks like some voodoo ritualistic stuff is going on. But this is the weird part. I'm not even sure who thought of shooting this thing open, because it doesn't even look that important, but you just gotta shoot this little jar or whatever it is and out pops a shrunken head. Now, shrunken heads are known to be used in ritualistic practices, and they're literally the shrunken heads of actual human beings. There's a process to shrinking human heads that we won't get into here in the video, but I'm just wondering what the purpose of this collectible might be. Again, we keep finding these rare collectible things in the world of the game only to get nothing out of them. I mean, it's possible that we have to show up somewhere with these rare items to get something to happen, but for all we know, it's just that, a collectible item. I want to believe that the shrunken head can be used at something like the pagan ritual site or any of the other ritual sites, because we've all been trying to do things to activate these locations or something, and to no avail. We've tried to sacrifice things at the pentagram and other various locations, but there just never seems to be any progress. I want to say that it's possible that the shrunken head is a key thing we need for the rituals, but obviously I'm not sure, and to be honest, in my opinion, it's probably nothing but a random collectible here in the game. We know that the meteorites have special powers, so who knows if the other rare collectibles around the game give you any powers as well. The next one is going to be about a few masks you can collect around the world of the game. We all know about the masks, but what I'm sure a lot of you never really took notice to was the colors that they had on them. The cat skull mask, you can literally just get a few feet away from the shrunken head. It actually has a green smudge on it. At first you might not think anything of it until you realize that there's another mask out there at this location of the world that has a red smudge on it. So it gets you thinking, do these colors have any significance? The third mask is one I'm wary about because I'm not entirely sure if it has a color on it. It's the pagan ritual mask, and I think that the color on it could be black. The reason I think it could be the color black is because of the Indian burial site that you can light on fire to make it start raining. You could see a line of red, a line of green, and what looks to be like a line of black. I'm not sure if this site here has anything to do with these skulls, because nothing different really happens once you arrive here with the masks. The masks might have something to do with the sundial on the top of Mount Shan, but I'm not sure because it looks like red and yellow on the sundial instead of red and green and black, of course. I'm not sure if there's a mask out there with a yellow smudge, but I'm pretty certain that I could be onto something here. After all, what would be the point of adding random colors to masks anyways? I feel like they definitely have some importance here, and that they're not just random colors. Of course, I have no clue as to what we could be doing next. I'm wondering if there's any more locations around the world of the game that host different colors like red, green, and black. Hopefully that might lead us to doing something important, but otherwise, I'm not sure. I mean, what do you think these colors might mean on these masks? Let me know down in the comment section below. The next mystery is one about the UFO you can find in the shack. Turns out if you start shooting at it with anything explosive, it'll actually start doing damage. I ended up shooting at it with explosive slugs and the lights instantly turned off. I kept shooting at it only to notice that it kept taking more damage. It started looking a bit rusted, and then it eventually ended up leaning to its side a bit, and then it shot up into the sky. So I'm not sure if the UFO taking damage means anything, but for me, it proves that it's not just a visual thing they added in, but also a physical thing that you could interact with. I think most of the time when developers make something like an asset like this that was only intended to be observed, they wouldn't waste game space giving the object a collision box. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know the intricacies of development, but I think that there's no need to add a hitbox to something that was only ever meant to be visual. I mean, we've all played games and glitched out of the map and fell through the world, right? I mean, it's because the area you went to was only supposed to be aesthetic and it wasn't meant to be physical. So I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. I'm just trying to suggest that maybe the UFO here isn't just something we can look at. Maybe we can actually interact with it somehow by bringing something to the cabin with us. I want to believe that it's true because we can shoot at it, but also because of the fact that the UFO appears at all. The people in the cabin are dead, so what is the point of the UFO returning? Why would it come back to the cabin at 2 a.m.? I think it's waiting for us to offer something up to it, so it could beam it up, or who knows, maybe even beam us up. Anyways, it's just a little theory here for the UFO. Since we know that we can interact with it physically, I'm still wondering what happened to the people in the cabin, how they died, because it doesn't seem like they starved. I mean, they could have been vaporized by a UFO for all we know. I really don't know. It's just a really interesting mystery that I think we never really solved, and I'd love to see people bringing random things into this cabin and trying to get them to beam an object or animal up to their ship or something. A random thought that I had was that maybe the mad preacher that you can find in the rivers around the world of the game, maybe he is someone that we need to bring to the cabin, because maybe, you know, he's the one that they want to abduct, because he's always talking about some sort of a signal and how they're always watching and stuff like that, and he just seems like a really creepy person that's purely insane, and he might have been abducted or something. I just think he's a really random person that we never actually learned anything about, so he could very well be the person we might have to bring to the cabin.
For a message. And he gave me the whole world. But no signal I can understand. All these people, and none of them quite right. That's very frustrating. The whole world.
Wasn't that enough?
No! It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough at all. That's a problem. I'm so greedy. I'm awful. You're just like him, always staring.
The next one is going to be a bunch of compasses people have found in the world of the game. People over on the Red Dead Mysteries subreddit seem to think that these compasses might have something interesting to them, because there could be something to the fact that all of these compasses are pointing north somewhere differently. There's tons of locations for these compasses, and if you want to go check out every location around the world of the game, I suggest checking out the Red Dead Mysteries subreddit and checking it out from every person who actually contributed to the hunt. I don't want to post their stuff in the video simply because there's just way too many compass locations to show, but I think what they're all getting to is that these compasses might all point to a certain location on the map if they all intersect eventually. Unfortunately, it's not looking too good right now. The directions of the compasses don't really intersect anywhere to a specific location, and to be honest, this could just be a wild goose chase people went on for no reason. After all, the compasses could just be like a random prop the developers put around the game, and in fact, I'm almost certain it literally is. I only wanted to talk about this one because of the amount of people that took part in this. There was a ton of people that seemed to think that these compasses might lead to something, and people thought that maybe the locations were valuable or something. It really did look like it could have led somewhere, and I mean, who knows, it still could, but for me, it just doesn't seem like anything is going to come out of this one here. But if you want to go check out the mystery for yourself, go to the Red Dead Mysteries subreddit and check it out for yourself. The guys over there don't get enough credit because they're always finding new secrets and mysteries hidden around the world of the game. I'd recommend actually becoming a part of the community and helping out if you have the time to, because it only would mean, you know, more mystery hunters out in the world in Red Dead Redemption 2 solving things. So, you know, the only way that we're actually going to get to figuring some of these things out is by working together. So again, go check out the Red Dead Mysteries subreddit. I highly recommend going over there and just working with everyone and trying to find some mysteries for yourself and whatnot. So that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know down in the comment section below if you have any insight into any of the mysteries here within the video, or if you found any new secrets or anything for yourself. Just let us know down in the comment section below if you have, and you might end up being in a video if you find anything new. So that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, because it only does take a second out of your day to make mine. But with that out of the way, have a wonderful day, and see you in the next one.